Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to take a moment this weekend to just highlight a gift that Kabam gave us. It's a small gift. It's not something that I expect to have happen to a lot of people in terms of like their appreciation of something. And like, I just did a video. I wanted to start this video off by reminding, if you missed it, I think this is a game changer for free. And look, is the term game changer too generous? Maybe. Okay? Maybe. But free is free. And I've seen a lot of people say now, these daily crystals are daily whatever. They don't give me 6-star champions ever. They just give me rank up resources or whatnot. But I mean, I'm so old. I remember when you couldn't get anything like this for free. And I do think they've tried to balance giving lower cost resources and or free resources for players who can't afford to spend much money, if any, on this game, versus making the most expensive resources pretty much a cash wall. And if all you want to do is compete with the top of the player base, then this is not a video for you. Because yeah, you're going to go from July 4th week sales, which destroyed so much of the community of this game, to going from feeling like you have two rank 4, or two rank 5, I should say, 6 stars instead of 3, to I've got 2 and the other person's got 15. I mean, that's such a significant gap that is consciously terrible for the psyche of the players that want to be the best in this game. Because then it's like, okay, well, I can't afford to spend thousands of dollars on this game, and so now I might as well quit or retire or just change my love of it, because I'm never going to be able to beat those people in Battlegrounds or in Alliance War or any of the top competitive modes. But there are a lot of people out there, and I would argue this is why my channel is still somewhat relevant, depending on who you ask. There's a lot of people out there who don't play this game for those reasons. They just play this game to have fun, or to relax, or to not think about the job that they hate, or the boss that they disagree with, or their coworkers, or sadly even sometimes their spouse or their kids. Like, this is an escape. This is a casino of champions, and casinos are popular, whether they're Marvel run or not, because they are a coping mechanism for stress. And so, whenever you get something free that makes you have less stress, subconsciously, it's just a good thing for your brain. And I talk a lot about mental health on this channel. I feel like every video is a weird kind of sermon, and this game just happens to be in the background. I don't view my channel as like a Marvel YouTube channel, because most videos are not gonna be tutorials that help you get better at the game. They're like sermons with comedy disguised as Marvel games. And I would like to think that people, and maybe I'm being too egocentric here and I'm feeling insecure about this, but people like the way I talk. And so they'll listen to me because it's a different perspective of somebody that doesn't cuss and tries to sound intelligent, even if sometimes I say unintelligent things, and I'll be the first person to say that. But, you know, it's hearing like a 5-minute sermon about a topic that you may or may not care about. So, in the spirit of that, we had this special objective, which I'm mad at myself, because last night I was trying to claim rewards and I was going to save the visual for this, and then I claimed it accidentally, and so I can't visually show it. But if you haven't done it, you have to win 20 fights with a Loki, excluding practice. You can do 5 of them every day immediately by just dueling. You can use a 5-star Loki and just duel like the worst person. You get 5 free duel credits a day. That's how I started this. But then I just did, and it really does help, that for Paragon players, and I get that not everybody is like this, hero use is going on. So I took my 6-star Loki, because of course that's the highest rarity I have, and I just used a little bit of energy, keyword little bit, and I went into the Road to the Labyrinth, and I just put him on auto fight a couple times, and I got some hero use points, and then I claimed the Loki reward, which was not that big of a deal, but one of the things that it included was some free Cavalier crystals. And look, I'm probably going to get all 3 stars from these. So you might say to yourself, why is this a big deal? Because statistically we know if hundreds of thousands of these things are given out for free, somebody's going to win the jackpot. It's probably not going to be you. It's probably not going to be me. I've saved these crystals for this kind of moment. There's probably going to be nothing but gold here. but statistically speaking, somebody's going to get a 5 or 6 star gold pull for free from them or for a small cost. I just opened 20. I didn't get him, although I have gotten him before. So I'm just saying, somebody's going to benefit greatly from these, and I'm looking for those regular cav crystals. They're not there. Here are the side quest ones. They're not there, and so you have to scroll down to the center, and what do you know? They're right there. So I'm just going to pop these, and if I get a 5 or 6 star, great. I probably won't, but I'm just telling you, Kabam gave us this random low-key objective that's gonna give somebody a 6 star Nexus crystal, and it might change their account forever. And that's why my channel is relevant, because I want to celebrate those moments. And if you're a whale that only plays this game to be the best of the best, you're gonna roll your eyes at that and be like, oh, Prof's just clickbaiting because it's not a game changer for my account. I'm not talking about your account. I'm talking about that person's account, who their best champion is like a rank 4 6 star maybe. That's game changing for them. And just because it's not game changing for you doesn't mean it's not significant to somebody. So why don't we as a society care about other people who maybe aren't as good at this game or can't afford to spend as much money as you can and still celebrate that? And have a YouTube channel that wants to celebrate that. Even if you get 50 views, it doesn't matter. You're still celebrating somebody. So with that being said, let's see our 3 stars and laugh at the lack of... Okay. That's kind of amazing. I don't know the last time I did that. It was 3 5-star crystals. That's kind of crazy. Let me remind you that I just went 3 for 3, 100% drop rate for 5 stars. And that Cavalier crystal, which for some reason I've had better luck with Cavalier crystals than Paragon crystals this year, and I can't explain why. Those 5 stars, in theory, had a 12.8% chance to drop, and it was 100% out of 3. That's wild. And they were free. So let's celebrate the fact that Kabam gave this to us for free. I know most people are going to say, screw you, Prof. I'm not going to celebrate 3 stars. But somebody's going to celebrate a 6-star Nexus. And in that Nexus, they're going to finally get their Hercules that they've been hunting. Or Dr. Doom. Or somebody. And the fact that we didn't have to spend money on this and we can just auto-fight through the Road to the Labyrinth. Or like I talked about with the matchups in terms of just going in here. And essentially what I like to do when I duel somebody is I will search and I'll just type in a couple numbers. Like let's just do that. I don't know. And okay, that's a bad example because no one's name is like that. So what I like to do is a number. Like let's do 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. And look, 2 people appeared who are level 2 and level 8. One's got a rating of 218. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to say, okay, 1, 3, 4. I'm going to duel this guy. And guess what? My 6-star Loki is who I'm going to duel with. And I'm going to get 3 free Cavalier crystals that way, or at least 25% that way. I mean, that's awesome. And Kabam needs to do more of that, because if you just give somebody a free 4 and 3 and 2-star Loki, yeah, that's not going to be a game changer, and that would be clickbait. But if you give somebody 3 free Cavalier crystals that could turn into a 6-star Nexus for free and give you a Beyond God tier champ, then no, I don't think that's clickbait. I just think if you only care about 7 stars, then it's not going to be relevant to you. But that's not going to stop me from making a video, because that's why I'm here. So long rant, longer sermon than 5 minutes today, but have a great weekend, and hopefully this makes sense to somebody.